Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you guys want to see how I go from this to this, oh, and yes, that too. Keep on watching. As always, starting off with my Studio Finish Concealer in NC20, and I'm applying that all over my eyelid. Now as I start blending this out, I just wanted to discuss the palettes of choice I'm using today. I'm going to be using the Trio palette, which this one right here is Cappuccino, and the other palette is the Nudes. Now these both are from Jafra Cosmetics and they can be purchased as the trios as shown here. So I'm first going in with the blending brush and applying those neutral colors to my eyelid and blending it out. As a transition shade, I'm going in with MAC Give Me Sun Mineralized Skin Finish, and I'm applying that with the same blending fluffy brush, and I'm applying that straight to the crease. Now I'm going to go in with a flat shader brush and I'm going to apply that shimmer tone right to the brow bone. And that was the middle shade from the Cappuccino-Trio palette. Next I'm going in with a tapered blending brush and picking up that brown bronzy shimmer tone. And I want to start to apply that to the outer corners of the eye, focusing it on the crease and blending outwards. Now this shade is a little tricky because when I swatched it with my finger, it showed up a lot more pigmented and a lot more brown. For some reason, applying it with the blending brush, I am noticing that it is picking up a little bit on the purplish purple side of things. But regardless, this is what we went with for today's look. And before I move on, I'm going to go back in with my fluffy blending brush and blend it all out. For my lid color, I'm going in with that first shade in that palette and I'm applying that using a domed shape shader brush. Now I'm all about transition, so I'm going back in with the first shade we laid down on the brow bone, that shimmer shade, and I'm applying that to the inner thirds of the eye. Now it's time for mascara. I'm coating them from the top down just because I've got some eyeshadow fallout on that and I don't want that to show when I'm applying my false lashes. And the mascara I'm using is Maybelline's Great Lash. So curling the lashes after I apply mascara just helps them stay up longer. As for today's lashes, I'm going in with the Lilly lashes in the style Ash Kholm. Now these have been worn and torn, but I'm really just trying to get the most use out of them. So yeah, they do not look like this when they come in the mail. Just letting you guys know, I have to always work with them because, like I said, I've worn them so many times. So one thing I like to do is curl them with my natural lashes, and this just helps bind the two together. And the glue that I'm using is House of Lashes glue. It's their Tinkerbell collection, but it's the same as the clear adhesive that they have on their website as well. For foundation, I'm going in with TNT Cosmetics Cream Foundation in the shade 4C. Now technically I would prefer to do a custom blend, but I was not really trying to do a full face of makeup, but then it ended up turning into that. But starting off, I was just going to do a quick swipe through of the face just to give it a nice even coverage, but not too full. So I'm applying that using the Real Techniques buffer brush. This is my favorite brush when I'm wanting to do a quick full coverage face without packing on so much makeup. Especially because this foundation is so full coverage, I don't need much. So I'm also going to bring that up under the eyes just to prep it for the concealer. So my dog decided to chew up my LA Girl Pro concealer, as you can tell. And yeah, when I went to squeeze some out is when I realized that she had bit it and it got orange corrector all over my hands. That was not fun. So as always, I applied that directly underneath the eyes and into the hollows of where I have the darkest area. And I'm patting that out using a TNT Cosmetics concealer brush. My concealer and highlight and contour, nothing has changed, so here we go. And I'm back. Did you guys miss my voice? Okay, so going in with NYX Wonder Pencil in the shade Light, applying that directly to my waterline. I absolutely love doing these types of looks with the white in my waterline. It just really enhances it. So using a pencil brush, I'm going in with that bronzy shade and applying that out on the outer parts of the eye and making sure to connect that to the top part. You don't want to have a gap there, then that's just super noticeable. Going back in with that first shade right there and applying that with a tapered blending brush right underneath the eye, just to give it a more gradient effect. As always, blend, blend, blend. So going back in with my fluffy blending brush, I'm blending all those colors together to make sure there's no harsh lines. So if you feel like you've gone too low with those colors, you can always go back in with the loose translucent powder and clean that right up. Now it's time to slim that nose. So I always like to do this step, especially when I'm wanting a more defined nose, and that is to go on the outside of where we drew in the contour lines and just apply some loose translucent powder. We're going to leave that there to set a little bit, and this just helps bring in the nose a little bit narrower. For blush, I'm going back in with Jafra Cosmetics in the shade Sunkissed, and I'm going to apply that straight to the cheekbones. And to intensify the highlight even more, I'm applying MAC Soft and Gentle. For lipstick, I'm going in with Jafra Cosmetics Liquid Matte Lipstick in the shade Kiss and Tell. So in my last video, I did some swatches and a review. However, I think I was a little misleading because I didn't give my lipstick enough time to dry to really give a full, thorough review. So basically, after wearing it on this day, it lasts me all night. And it was even a little bit hard to take off. And I was surprised because after eating and everything, I thought that thing was gonna come off right away. And that's when I realized also that what helped was that I filled in my lips first with the brown lip liner. So if you fill in your lips with the lip liner and then apply a liquid lipstick over top, it really stays put. So as always, I clean up around the edges of my lipstick with some foundation or concealer, and this just helps give it a more defined look. And the look is complete. Now it's time to take out these braids.